been probably close to a month since I posted any videos. This one is going to be an energy update. Let's talk about the extremes that we have been experiencing. You know what's happening now because it's at your front door. Maybe not literally yet, but in some places in the world it definitely is. Thank you, computer. I want to talk about so many things with you. I planned nothing for this. I just know I need to connect. And the last 2 months really have been so difficult and draining. I want to talk about this seemingly this space of like a time warp. It's like the things that are affecting us externally are happening so fast and we can't keep up. There's so much coming out every day, tons and tons of information, and it is overwhelming. But it's important that we don't bury our heads in the sand, because I feel this sense in the collective, not only of stagnation. It's not quite like giving up, but it does feel like things are slowing down. We have so many planets retrograde. Now Mercury is in its pre-shadow phase of its retrograde. We're going to be coming into a full moon in Pisces on September 20th. And this is really about feeling. Feeling internally, feeling spiritually, trying to make sense of everything, all the fine details, all that we've been working on during this Virgo season, of your diet, possibly, exercise, money, making extra money, how am I going to make ends meet, all the little details, the judgment. You may have found that you're hypercritical recently of others, or you're feeling that yourself, that others are being very critical of you, or just feeling the judgment from others. I think this is happening on a grand scale, but it's also happening in our individual personal lives. And we're trying to make it work, and we're trying to find out, how to make all the little pieces come together. Virgo is about detail. So we just had this new moon in Virgo, and that brought a lot of that darkness from the new moon. It brings up so many things that we can't control. Virgo many times tries to control things. And it's because when things are in place and things go according to plan, then we feel safer, right? And we have a sense of security. And right now we have none. Everything's up in the air. We've never been here as a collective. And this is something that we're dealing with worldwide. And now, in America, it's coming home. We've been seeing things on the news. We've been seeing things in Canada, Australia, France, all over. And if you haven't, I suggest you look elsewhere for your information, for your news. I have a group on Telegram where I post a lot of things and share and forward many things that I research and delve into daily, all day long. That's what I do. And if you want to join that group, it is on Telegram at Sami Lane, and the group chat is at Infinite Expansion. Telegram. Don't be scared. It's just Telegram. So many people I tell, come on over. Come on. Like, oh, no, I don't. Telegram? I don't think so. I don't think I want to do that. I don't know why, but it is beneficial for everyone. There's so much there where you can talk openly and share things openly, and it doesn't get deleted. Most of the time. Sometimes it does. Rarely. Anyway, that's a side note. So the control aspect is here. Okay? Not only are we feeling it from our external world trying to control us, but we feel out of control in our own personal lives. Okay? And if you're not, you're probably in denial or just lying to yourself or trying to tell yourself, we can get through this. We can cope through this. This is fine. We've never been here. We've never done this. That's impossible. I don't mean to be a Debbie Downer, and I'm really feeling much more positive lately. So that's not what I mean at all. I want us to confront this head on and be really honest about where we are and accept where we are as a people, as a human race, so that we can then start to change things. If you haven't made the changes in your personal life that Spirit has been guiding you to do, it's gonna be too late. All these planets in retrograde, we're gonna be like this. That's it. All the things you wanted to do, all the things you put off or thought, oh yeah, I'll do that in 5 months. Oh yeah, 2 months down the line, I'll do it then. When I have money, I'll do it then. When I'm at this job, I'll do it then. You can't. Staying in relationships you don't want to be in. You're going to be stuck. There's no real good, positive change coming in the astrology until next year. So this last quarter, this last home stretch of this year of 2021, it's really going to be about standing your ground, because there's not many outside moves you can make anymore. Things are starting to close in. Those little doors that had been open for you are closed, or they're not possible. You know, those things that you wanted to do, they seem to have less momentum behind them now. So another thing I want to mention is forgiveness. I know people talk about forgiveness, and that's like a really big thing for some people, and it should be, and it helps release things. And it's not about the other person, it's about you. It's about forgiving yourself for putting yourself through many tumultuous situations that you may not have needed to go through, but it is also about forgiving someone else, that other person or that other group or half of humanity, if you want to take it there, because we have to stay in a high vibration. The further that we're splitting now, and we can tell that humanity is divided, but the further that we split, we're going deeper into this higher consciousness. The light workers, the awakened ones, we're pushing further through that as we watch the other side get sucked into that polarity, that opposite end, that negative narrative, the lie. As we move further in, they move further towards that too, and it's so blatantly obvious. So that's going to be pulling on us as well. I mean, it's here. There's nothing we can do about that, aside from transmuting in your personal space and trying to transmute for humanity, if that's something that you do. Not everyone's meant to do things like that. But this energy update is about acknowledging the effort of the external world to gain more power and control over humanity, and about relinquishing the things that you can't control in your own life, personally, individually. At that same time, the things that you can control, the things that Spirit has been showing you, the universe has been showing you, you need to get out of this. You need to pull yourself away from this, these toxic people, this toxic job, whatever this is. Don't stay here. Those are the things that we need to be changing. And you know what has been needing to go from your life. And that is going to be more and more obvious, I think. However, it will not be more and more possible. We don't have a lot of time. So staying in a high vibration is of the utmost importance. You do that by forgiving others. Forgiving others is something that you can control. And I'm telling you, I did this morning on my walk. I was thinking about all of the people in my life and the ways that I've become bitter, the ways that I have just felt, I don't want to say anger, but you start to avoid the people that make you uncomfortable. And we all do this. And the people that make you feel icky, or, oh, this is going to be a problem, or every time you come around someone, there's an argument or something. And it starts to become more and more of a burden. So, releasing that, forgiving those people, and forgiving yourself. And you can love people from a distance, So if that's what you need to do, then that's what you need to do. And that's important for your own sanity, too. I may pull some cards, but I just really can't stress it enough. If you're feeling stuck now, that's not going away anytime soon. It's going to increase this week. Right now, today is the 12th of September. It will continue to increase, even get harder possibly into October. And then planets start coming direct. Pluto comes direct. And then I think Jupiter. Anyways, the point is we're coming into this Mercury retrograde. We have this very, hopefully, spiritual, emotional, sensitive, compassionate full moon in Pisces on the 20th. And I'm hoping that allows us to grasp more of who we are, our humanity. And allowing ourselves to forgive how we got here and what we're going to do about it. If there's things you can still change in your personal world, in your surroundings, do it now. Prepare yourself for earth changes. Prepare yourself to be somewhat of a survivalist. Our sun is gaining momentum in its flares and activity. And there has been so much plasma discharge in our skies all over the world. We're ramping up our technologies as far as satellites and 5G.